Good afternoon and welcome to a live broadcast of WSTC News for March 6th, brought to you by the Belmont-Harrison Career Center at Clairsville High School. My name is Jamarcus Webster.
And I'm Logan Fry. First up in gaming news, PlayStation revealed their plans for the future of PlayStation 5 with a 2023 State of Play announcement. First, they showed new gameplay from Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, developed by Rocksteady, the creators of Batman Arkham games. Next, they revealed a Resident Evil 4 remake with PlayStation VR 2 support for PlayStation Plus subscribers. New games were added on February 20th, and their extra tier catalog included Horizon Forbidden West, McCoy, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and others. Speaking of PlayStation Plus, new games for March are Battlefield 2042, Minecraft Dungeons, Ghost Rider, Uncharted Collection, and Rainbow Six Siege Extraction. Lastly, a State of Play review of a brand new PlayStation 2 VR, with features like eye tracking never before seen in a consumer VR headset. Launched games for VR 2, including Foglands, a VR survival game called Green Ale, and lastly, a first-paced FPS called Synapse. PlayStation have a bright future with many games still yet to be released. As gamers, you have to be excited for what the future holds.
Next in school news, in late February, St. Clairsville wrestlers Wyatt Cunningham, Dylan Lodge, D. Lowe, TJ Harding, Theron Fillon, Braylon Leifer, Deshaun Howard, Jacob Walker, Cody Stesick, and Logan Fry competed at a sectional tournament in Steubenville, Ohio. And after a strong team showing, with Logan Fry and Cody Stesick qualifying for districts, additionally, Jacob Walker and Braylon Leifer placed fifth, making them alternates. This past weekend, March 3rd and 4th, Logan, Cody, and Braylon traveled back to Steubenville for the district tournament. While no wrestlers qualified for states, our athletes performed at a high level and represented our school well. Let's also give a shout out to all the wrestlers that gave 1,000% on the mat this year.
Next up in school news, across the nation, February 1st marked the beginning of a signing period for many soon-to-be college athletes as they signed the national letter of intent to continue their academics and athletic career as the next level. At St. Clairsville High School, 4 of our own athletes have signed a letter of intent with their intent new homes as they prepare to take on all new exciting challenges of college, academic, and athletics. We caught up with these athletes to discuss what comes next for them. Signing the national letter of intent is a rather big occasion to say the least. 3 of our former St. Clairsville football team captains signed with Wheeling University, and an outstanding track athlete, Carl Kane, is signed with your Youngstown State University.
All right, Carl, what school are you signing with?
Youngstown State, you know.
Yes, sir. And what sport?
Pole vault, track field.
I got you. And why did you choose this school?
I looked at a couple schools and I felt like Youngstown was the best fit for me. Made me feel the most at home.
Interesting. And what was your favorite moment from your time doing track and field?
Probably qualifying for states at regionals last year.
I got you. And as the outdoor season approaches, any PRs you're looking for this coming outdoor season, or
looking to get a couple looks at a 15-foot bar at indoor, and then go outdoor and just translate that.
Carl is currently vaulting a little over 14 feet, is looking to improve further as the outdoor track season approaches. Meanwhile, standout Jaden Zebs and Jamarcus Webster were both eager to sign their letter of intent on February 10th, 2023.
All right, so who are you signing with today?
Wheeling University. My football player friends, going there this year. Excited to get back together. Marcus Rector and Jamarcus Webster is going down there, so good to have 3 from St. C and support the team. We're going to ball out and go win some championships, Best memory, definitely playing Central Catholic, coming around the end right before halftime, making a big play on the running back, and getting a sack with J.R. Adams was the best play, probably one of my hardest hits someone's seen out there, so.
What school are you signing with, Jamarcus?
Wheeling University. It was kind of a easier decision when I thought about it towards the end. I'm with my boys playing ball, so I feel more comfortable than going to someplace a little bit far away and I don't really know nobody there. And Wheeling just seems like a great program. They got experience, and they got good players, and I feel like it's just a better place to go and win a championship. I would have to say probably when we played UL and we were on the goal line and had the game-winning touchdown. You know, it was just seemed like a big statement.
They will be joined teammate and captain Marcus Rector, who was dressed to impress ahead of his signing.
Here today, signing my letter of intent to Wheeling University. It's where I'm going to spend the next 4 years playing football and get my education. They want me to play DN, but they said anything's possible because I played both ways a little bit. But as of right now, they're looking at me as a DN. I think I'll thrive there. Yeah, I had some other choices too, but Wheeling just felt like the best place possible. I went on 2 visits down there. One of them was an overnight, and it just felt like the best place for me. Plus my ex-teammate Colin Oberdick, he goes there, and that'll be fun teaming up with him again. Honestly, I was thinking about leaning more towards business because there's businesses in my family and all that, and I feel like I could have a future there if I wanted to.
Check back with WSTC in the spring for more potential athletes signed as winter sports concludes and spring athletes prepare for the upcoming season.
Police departments around the country rely on working dogs to help them with their services they need and others can use. In St. Clairsville, there are several dogs working in the city alongside their handlers. We sent reporter Josh Funkhauser to sniff out the latest on the city's canine crime busters.
Working dogs are an important part of the St. Clairsville Police Force. We asked Officer Plaga, St. Clairsville School Resource Officer, about his experiences with his canine coworkers.
Yeah, Odin is a dual-purpose canine, so he can track and he can apprehend, meaning he can bite, and he also does narcotics or drug sniffs. I have never been a canine handler or officer, but I work with them daily when I'm on the road. Actually just used Canine Ruger on Monday and got a decent amount of drugs. So I would say that they got another canine because of it's nice to have one out 24 hours a day, or I'm sorry, every day. It was just every rotation, so only every couple of days there wouldn't be one out. Now every single day there's one out from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m.
If you were to have any of the 3 dogs as a pet, which dog would it be?
So it would definitely be Canine Ruger, even though he's our newest dog. He's just a manageable size. He's not real big. Canine Odin is very aggressive. I would not want to be a bad guy running from him because he's really mean. And then Jersey, I don't know, whatever. She's just a big dog, so that's why I picked Ruger. They're both chill, though.
The city currently has 3 working dogs. Ruger, which sniffs out illegal substances and narcotics. Odin, who helps officers on patrol. And Jersey, who is a service dog at the courthouse. Let's have a word with Jersey's handler, Deputy Uhas.
I trained Jersey so that we could use her with victims and survivors of crime, so when they had to testify and be in high-stress situations, we could utilize her calming effect to help people get through the reliving of the episode. She's been actively participating since March of 2020. We started her training in here before she was certified. Jersey is lazy. Jersey likes to sleep. Jersey comes in the morning, she makes her rounds, she greets everybody at the courthouse, whether it be an employee or a person paying their taxes. She loves to sneak to the offices and get her treats whenever she can find a way to get away from me. She has a sister dog at home that she plays with, and she loves to chase the tennis ball and steal toys from other dogs. When she was about 8 months old, we took her to see a senior citizen that used to have big dogs when he was younger, but he was unable to now. And she walked into his house, and he was chair-bound, and she walked over to him, she put her head in his lap and just sat there and let him pet her. And we thought she has a special gift for knowing who she can interact with and who she can't interact with, and that's how it started. Absolutely. Jersey has been to Mount Rushmore, Devil's Tower, Niagara Falls. She's been to Colorado. She's been a lot of places.
How do you like your job? And what's your favorite thing to do? And would you like a treat? Thanks to Deputy Uhas and Officer Plaga for their time, and Jersey for her slobber. Be on the lookout for more local stories from WSTC News in the future.
Now let's hear from our music correspondent Ethan Saffel for an album review and a rundown on new upcoming music this year.
Welcome to our newest segment featuring the latest releases from popular artists and recommendations for new music you might like. First up, an album review. Let's Start Here recently hit #1 on Billboard's Top Rock and Alternative Albums and is the 5th studio album by American rapper Lil Yachty. The album released on January 27th through Concrete Records, Motown Records, and Quality Control Music, and it's his first studio album since Lil Boat 3. It follows his 2021 mixtape, Michigan Boy Boat. Statistically, the top 3 songs of this album are The Black Seminole, followed by I've Officially Lost Vision, and Reach the Sunshine, with the rest close behind. Let's Start Here received an average rating of 3.6 out of 5 from Spotify, Apple Music, and SoundCloud. This is a remarkable album for Yachty and his future career, but I don't feel like it's his flow. The album is more of an R&B alternative rock genre, and being a fan of old Yachty, listening to songs like Broccoli, 66, and NBA Youngboat, this album is a very different approach creatively. Very good for him, but personally, I won't be putting any of the songs on my playlist. Next, 2023 has been a great year for anyone looking to add new music to their playlist, with new albums including Show Nuff from Sada Baby on February 24th, Playboi Carti with his new album coming out named Music, Destroy Lonely releasing his album If Looks Could Kill, and single Can't Nobody by Lil Wayne and DMX, both albums and the single with sadly no release date yet. Coming out on April 14th, Metallica dropped 72 Seasons with 12 songs in total. And to end it off, Miley Cyrus has dropped a new single on January 12th called Flowers. Best song on this list in my opinion. That's all for this.
Thanks, Ethan, but I'll take it over from here. Hello, Saint C. As you know, me, Mr. Baum, I'm very into music. So today I'd like to take a moment to tell you about the artist that got me into music, Albert King. Now, I got into music the summer before my 8th grade year through the 2 albums, Wednesday Night in San Francisco, Thursday Night in San Francisco. Both of those were live albums. Albert King, who was once nicknamed the Velvet Bulldozer because of his large stature. He was 6'4", 250 pounds, and because he drove a bulldozer at the beginning of his career, because he couldn't afford to make a living off of his playing at the time, he's considered to be one of the most influential blues guitarists of all time. He was a left-handed guitarist who played a right-handed guitar upside down, and he did not restring the strings like other guitarists. And he has been a big influence to many popular guitarists such as Jimi Hendrix, Mike Bloomfield, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Derek Trucks, and Warren Haynes. His best-known song, Born Under a Bad Sign, was released by Stax Records in 1967 and has been covered by many artists and bands such as Jimi Hendrix and The Cream. So with this in mind, I say turn it on, crank it up, and jam. And remember, if it doesn't rock, I don't roll.
That's all for this live edition of WSTC News, brought to you by the Belmont-Harrison Career Center and Clairsville High School. Be sure to subscribe to Red Devil Productions on YouTube for all the latest releases from the entertainment marketing program.
Be sure to check back from this month for a special April Fool's production you will not want to miss. Remember to make every moment matter, and we'll see you next time.